What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm J and we are locked in. This is episode 10, the finale of Harlem. Now, we have a few things that we need to talk about. Quinn and her new potential boo. Is she going to keep this secret away from Sean? Also, is Quinn going to keep that secret away from Jameson? And is Ty's husband going to stick around and try to get some of that money from that queer dating app? We going to find out. But first off, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel and you want to be a part of it, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button. It's the easiest thing you can do. Now, this season has been actually pretty good. I'm hooked. I'm already committed. And hell, we at the finale. So let's jump into it. I'm not going to hold you up. This is episode 10 of Harlem. Camille is telling us that women are taught and they get these fairy tales, these Disney make-believe that a girl is supposed to be a princess, wait for that man to come and find her. In reality, that's not how things happen. You could wait for a man. If he doesn't find you, then what? You didn't become a princess. You're not getting that happily ever after. And then she starts talking about how some princesses don't even want to be princesses in real life. And that's why these women, they work long jobs. They try to stay at work as long as possible to keep their mind off all this other nonsense and these fairy tale endings. Everyone get in the living room, please. Dr. Pruitt has an announcement. Now, she searched high and low. We know that Camille was trying to get this position as the professor at Columbia up under Dr. Pruitt. Well, it's actually an African man. And she's over here looking like, what? She picked a black man, but she didn't pick me? Well, it turns out this guy is overqualified, so she can't really be mad. This guy has a PhD from Northwest. He was actually the chair of anthropology, the same position that Dr. Pruitt is. So now he's the assistant. Yeah, it sucks that you didn't get that position, but this guy, he has better qualifications than you do, and he's on time. So she goes home and tells Jameson it's all over because Dr. Pruitt hired a black man. Even though she acknowledges that he has all these accolades and he's really qualified for it, she said it would have been easier if Dr. Pruitt just hired some white guy. You don't want to see the black man make it? That is some downright hating right there. I can't get with that. I'd rather lose my job to a black man or a black woman than to let, someone of non-color take the spot that I applied for. That's some hating stuff right there, though. Now, what she was looking for, and she says she was looking for an excuse. So if she didn't get the job, she could say it was because of racism. It's not like that. The world isn't like that all the time. I mean, the majority of the times it is. But Dr. Pruitt wouldn't do anything like that. You seen what she was on and what she was trying to direct everything towards. So, of course, a well-educated black man or a woman, in your case, it could have been you. You just didn't have the qualifications that he did. He's talking about, hey, you can come to Chicago with me. I start my residency. I can make some calls and they would love to have you out there. You got the qualifications. And she's saying, oh, well, I kind of have a history with my boyfriends asking me to go places. Ladies, gentlemen, don't base your relationship now on what you had in the past. You've seen that relationship, he left, you didn't go with him and you kind of regret it. This is an opportunity to go start fresh. And plus, you'll have a job out there. Why not go? But he says, if you're not going to go, at least make a commitment to me for a long distance relationship. Skype calls, Skype sex, and we'll be good. So she agrees to that at least. Ty goes in there and she's got to talk business because this app that she created, it's a hit. The only thing is she's married and y'all know how it go. Spouses get half. She's like, damn, I did all this work. He didn't do anything for it, and now he can get half. Now, the lady is telling Ty, you can give him a large lump sum, and that'll get him to go away, hopefully. But if this man Brandon is smart, nope, I don't want a large lump sum. I want half of everything. Now, when it's a woman asking for half for something she did not do, people are always joyous for it. Now, Dr. Dre, he just got a divorce from his wife. She ain't make not one song, but she wants $3.5 million a year. It sucks when the shoe's on your foot. Teacup and Angie, they been getting it on, you know what I'm saying? And she's asking him, does he like his job? And he says, yeah, I'm grateful for it. It puts food on the table. I got insurance. Yeah, I want more. But at the same time, reality is this is what I got. And we're all like that. We all get up, we go to work, we know we can pay rent. Everybody wants to be rich. Everyone wants a lot of money. I'm a modest gentleman. I'd want more money also. But reality is, this is where you're at. It's not going to happen overnight. So you need something at least to keep you living, survival. Turns out these two fools, these two starving artists are having sex in the bed on set. Now the director comes over, he's like, what the? Hey, Teacup, get out of here, man. You keep doing this. But he's presenting Angie with a larger role. She gets to play Georgina. If you remember, she's the one that said no all the time and Get Out. So, yeah, Angie, we making moves. Okay, mirror over here looking good. I see you, Ian. Now, Quinn, you getting that money, that $25,000. You better do all the alterations to this thing. Keep it looking good. Mirror's asking Quinn, come to the wedding. She's like, oh no, I can't do that. That'd be overcrossing the friend's boundary. But it's peace between you and Camille. She's moved on, you know. So Mirror's just saying, are you sure? Because she wants her to be there, especially you designed this dress for me and I'm paying you $25,000. You better show up to my wedding. But in comes Isabella. Now Mirror's looking, oh, what's going on here? And Isabella has the toy that they won for JJ. I'm like, uh-oh. Now Quinn's in front of Mirror and she's looking, oh, I took my boyfriend's son. That's where we went. We went bowling. He knew about it. And Isabella's looking at it. We had a little connection, but she doesn't say anything because she can tell that Quinn is downplaying that you wanted to kiss a girl. I kissed a girl and I liked it. Yeah, that's all. But Mirror's talking about, hey, you said you was going to do the right thing. Quinn's saying, yeah, I always do the right thing. But the right thing would have been to tell Isabella that you're feeling her. Ty comes home and she's telling Brandon, $25,000, get up out my life. You're not stealing my company that I worked hard for. He's like, what? Steal your company? She said, $35,000 is the highest I'll go. Sign these papers. He's saying it wasn't about money. If I sign those divorce papers, I'll never be able to get in contact with you. He actually had feelings for her, even though he knew that he was covering up her being gay so she could come out and find herself eventually. She left him. She didn't say bye, nothing. And he's saying, you left all of your loved ones down here in Georgia. So she's saying, you can't blackmail me out of my company. And he's like, what? I wasn't even here for that money. You treated me bad. I did everything for your safety and your protection. But since you want to make it about money, now Brandon's about to play a little, I won't even say dirty. He's about to try to get what he rightfully deserves, and that's half of everything. See, if you would have just came in here and spoke to him, conversation rules the nation, people. Now, Brandon's making a money play. It's ladies' night. The only thing is Quinn invites Ty over a little bit earlier than everybody else because she's having these thoughts in her mind. Now Ty gets here, she's talking about, I don't want no drama. And we know how Quinn is. She likes to beat around the bush because she doesn't know how to be direct with what she has to say. And she's using an analogy of, I never really liked okra. It wasn't okra phobia because she's relating it to, gay phobia, transphobia, lesbian phobia, all that stuff. And she's saying, I think I want to try it. And Ty, she knows exactly what's going on here. She's like, oh, you like girls. You want to try some pussy. She's like, oh, well, yeah, it's like that. And she's telling her, Quinn, look, until you're sure about what you want to do, just leave it alone. Camille shows up. Ty and Quinn, they both shut their mouth. Oh, we ain't talking about nothing. Well, it turns out Ty lied to everybody. She said that they're getting a divorce. Brandon ain't signed them papers. Now Camille comes in and she's telling her little secret. I forgot to tell you guys, when we got kidnapped, Ian, he said he loved me, but also Jameson asked me to go to Chicago with him. And I knew once Ian said he loved me, I loved him too. So now she has to decide. Does she stay here and potentially mess up Ian's wedding with what he got going on, or leave him and go with Jameson to Chicago? She's talking about, won't I be a bad person if I break them up right before they get married? Ty's like, you got to tell them at least before you get married. Then Quinn's saying, well, wouldn't you be a bad person to let him get married when you know he's still in love with you? No, that wouldn't be a bad person. Let that man get married. Let that man move on with his life. He'll get over it eventually. She does also say, though, Jameson is the man of her dream, that fairy tale we heard at the beginning for the princesses. So she has a tough decision. Go after her first love or go after her new beginning with her prince. They all take a bite of their hors d'oeuvres, and then Ty thinks, wait a minute, we still got the worst part of the day. We gotta go watch Get Out again. I just show up after it. That's what I do. Angie come out. She ready for her role. No. Kate's talking about we got off on a bad start. Angie's like, yeah, nigga, you. And I just like to tell you that me and the cast, we all appreciate you. This is your destiny. Angie says, I'm the type to hold grudges. Get out my face. Before the performance starts, they get a letter from Jordan Peele himself. You know, the man that wrote, directed Get Out. And it turns out they got a letter to the producer of the movie from Angie with her, her ideas of the script. Now, when the director starts to read it, he says that this production actually isn't sanctioned and this is a cease and desist. You guys will not be able to perform this. Angie's talking about, no. I'm the lead. I got to be able to sing this. That's Angie being Angie, running her mouth, writing off the people. She done got the whole show canceled. At least the girls ain't got to sit through it again. Now she meets back up with the girls to let them know what happened. She told me, I worked my ass off, all for nothing. It wasn't all for nothing. It was all because you messed it up. Don't try to blame this on nobody else. Talking about I won't be a star. If you just shut up, do your job, you would be A-okay to go. Now she talking about I gotta get out of here. I need a plan B. They're like, no, you're gonna be good in music. She said, nah, cause me and Eric, aka the teacup, we've been reckless. Ty, she drinking. She talking about I gotta get home too. I gotta get Brandon up out of here. He think he gonna get my money. He ain't gonna get it up out my guest room. Well, she invited him to stay there, so technically he's gonna need 30 days. I think it's 60 in New York before you can evict him up out of there. When Ty gets home to kick Brandon out, turns out he already left, and she starts thinking about what he's saying. You came out as gay, but you don't actually date. Every girl that you've been with, they either broken up with you or you broke up with them. So Brandon was really the only one there for her. These two, they drunk as hell too. They walking around the city talking about we need to do us. Quinn talking about, I peed on myself a little bit. It'll dry. Now they sitting down on the stairs. She eating Doritos with this white coat. You gotta be careful, especially with you being drunk. You gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm like, damn, how did I get this damn cheese on here from this damn Dorito? Oh, I was drinking and eating Doritos. I don't know, I was drunk. But Quinn's saying, girl, I don't think you should quit your job. But when I quit Chase, it was one of the best things that happened to me. And Camille, she said she didn't ever think that she would see her life without academics. Camille goes over to Dr. Pruitt's house. She opens up the door. Camille, it's late. What are you doing here? Ooh, you look like you've been drinking. She talking about I had a dozen drinks. Long story short, she tells Dr. Pruitt, I'm quitting. I know I'm qualified, but you know what? I'm out of here. And social media is here to stay. Dr. Pruitt, she's not trying to hear none of this. She's still trying to close her door like, all right, that's nice. Don't fall down my stairs. But she's saying the reason that we have so many black kids enrolled in her class is because they have access to her. And she's saying through her social media, they can reach out to her if they need to. And she's letting them know that I'm black. You can do this also. She said for her first time in her adult life, she doesn't have a plan. The only plan she does have is to tell Dr. Pruitt, I quit. Dr. Pruitt's like, okay, good night. These girls got that liquid courage. Camille, she went and quit. Now she's trying to convince Quinn, go in there, get Isabella. Because there was a couple of guys that you were dating that I could have ended our friendship over with. Now she goes in here, she's been drinking, and Isabella's like, okay, what's going on here? And she apologizes for being rude at the boutique the other day. And she's saying, I never tried this before, but how would I know if I like it if I don't try? So Isabella, will you go on a date with me? Isabella says yes. Her drunk tail runs back out to the car. She said yes. Like one of the damn Jared commercial. He went to Jared. We got to figure out how this fairy tale is going to end. Is she going to sit here and let the prince rescue her? Or is she going to rescue herself? Camille, she's trying to figure it out. So what she does is she goes to where the wedding is going to be and goes up to the reception floor. She goes in there, she starts smelling the flowers. And of course, she got that drink in the system, so she gonna start visualizing herself in this dream wedding that Mira should be getting. This is some fairy tale stuff. They ain't here. I'm like, dang, they both clean. They do look like a good couple. They got that Nelly, I love you and I need you. Nelly, I love you. I do. Yeah, y'all know I can sing. Unfortunately, midnight strikes. And you know how Cinderella happens. Everything that you had before, it reappears. Now, she does lose that slipper. Now we have to figure out what decision is our girl Camille going to make. Camille's leaving the ballroom, and when she comes down, of course, Ian's here. So she's lying, oh, I came with Quinn. We were dropping off the dress. Now, you already know what conversation needs to be had. And she wants to know, Ian, do you still love her? And he's like, nah. She's saying, I love you. I was just caught up in the moment that night. I don't love you. Now, what she's saying is, look, I made a mistake 5 years ago. I wasn't ready. And he's saying, it doesn't matter if I say I love you or not. I'm getting married. My family, friends, her family and friends, they're all going to be here for this marriage. It's hard. It's a hard decision to make here. And you remember when he was trying to get his passport done and he didn't have any money? That's because he maxed out his credit cards. The silly ass move. Never go broke over a ring, people, or a wedding. It's just silly. There's other things that you guys can put your money to. But he's saying, that's why I didn't have money. Anything I did was for you. And she's saying, oh, I'm so sorry. He's like, this is supposed to be you. What are we supposed to do here? Now, we know that they both love each other. We know that they both look good together. You already knew that was going to lead to some kisses. They both love each other. She's trying to stop it. He really doesn't want to get married to Mira. I mean, he does, but he still loves her. And guess who sees it? Right here in the top corner, people. Mira sees it. And that there is how the fairy tale ends. Now, I don't know if we're going to get a season 2 or not. But if we do, let me know. Do you think that Ian's going to go ahead and go through with the wedding, even though Mira's seen it? Or are they going to call it off and him and his love bae, his boo, the love of his life, Camille, get together? Now, we still haven't even seen what happened to Jameson. Let me know what you guys think. I'm Mo.J. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jerrie on the beat, boy.